My never I say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there. I see them yopo.
Want to grab it? You'll be quite a warm. But call the innocent.
Yeah, Yamiadum.
Yeah, the Yamiase. Ensure now for one, I say.
Oh, there be a young family, but we must see a foul bina and foul practice.
Exactly, sure.
And I think that the flood situation is messy.
Exactly.
And now no dear who you know.
Yeah.
It was very devastating. And I hope that this time around, me and you ever break.
Exactly.
You're seeing yourself going forward. Because there be a catcher or your mind, we have decided to say we are not going to learn. Maybe this one will force us to
learn.
Yes,
yeah.
Because abaya annual ritual.
Yeah.
Enye twama no ano no eduru ha ye dede wa obewu kwase wu na wawu.
Aye.
Epa ho obi ankai obi em. Nobody will even remember you. You are just a victim of whatever. Then now you are trying next year. I hope that this time around we are going to pause as a country. Ya catch once and never again. Because ya na no so etoy no. I've been in Accra for so many years. Me who be that. So now no me catch obi say dey see you know wasn't so much because Accra I choked and now say gutters in as for Sanka gutters bibia looking at the soda toy and definitely flood BC. But the magnitude of destruction the extent I call it be I don't know so now toy no and so I think for the past 10 years. And so, and so it me talk close to about 16 hours there. Yeah. It me say yes. And before then, my
former
after that, so anybody be a call. And I think it's a lesson as a country. Maybe this time around, so the music can be just free. Now, once and for all, no, fix it.
Yeah, we fix the problem.
Yeah.
All right, the about issues, and I think this flood issue, is let's say 80% of our discussion through the week and what the president is doing. Finance Ministry released 350 million Ghana cedis. Send your beya you bet me a day flood no victims no and nipo mo ye affected no. Ambassador Kwame first will bet me amomo baby kakra minority press conference. Bawumia see and declare state of emergency. Just say a whole lot is happening. Our flood issue emo na hwe enipa ewu a na ahomete asat enra they were still retrieving dead bodies ewo eye drains no emo and it's so pathetic and so you could clearly see say ye nyina asa ni ava na kai yes say yearly ritual eba ye be di hu nkomo ni we suggest all the necessary ideas that is in the box but when they be implemented that's the problem. But you cannot stay in an island and say what they won't be. Now, we are insensitive. What you see and see and what some ever. And see, I have an young fun bit by bit. And if Friday will take a center stage of our discussion, then maybe latter parts, then we look at the security issue as well. But you're starting free, is you know, starting say eto. Now we share baller. We share doing what. I never seen quite videos in wait me picture and video then the communication no e bet me a link up o share baller and nam odo nimu mia enenam gutters mu de akopie epunim ni nyina ye plastics most of them are plastics e be ye container nkrofa abobon rough a che say any grinding bia na ba akokwa de nipa no say na wada o say na why den wo the container mo say kiosk mu a what kiosk na pampam na show no e de ne kwana to utimi say fa na anadwo no e na de na twea besi bridge bi ase a che say ni nyina no eye number 1 human attitude towards nature yen fair no answer ye wi a about the political angle
I think so yen nyina asema da bia ye ka say the cost you the role menon you play is almost 70 to 80% in some of these things. And so how your attitude as people are you hana you can who be increasingly no you contribute to some of these things. And these baller issues then as a form may also stem from policy your friends are failures as a country akofasa nyina we nyina ba. You can go to a whole place like Tema, like Lashibi, like Teshi, one place you dispose waste or how it means at this particular place, you know, a place you dispose waste. Now you the kogu we are able to convert it to something different. And all that you see is a heap.
Yeah.
And heap, the likelihood of a so tar about dragging it away. You cannot stop water from flow. And do block gutters now about the foul them, about the foul TV, and that is what we see. You understand? So for me, I think major parts stem from policy failure and over the years, now no me who's a man for trying to say so it's because Zoom Lion in the contract. Now a crash see a flood and Abrana Zoom Lion. So that is not the point. You understand? Abrana Zoom Lion, Juma Ukroma and assemblies in still not gutters in as for a choke all over the place. We need to move beyond the politics and come out with a comprehensive policy alternative. I bet me I resolve some of these things. Now say so the extent of destruction, to a certain extent will be mitigated. Well, the last time I catch will be USA last year, your friends at JFK Airport. Your friends at Friday. UAE, hot flooding so to me. There are genuine instances where a super tabro so nobody expected. In that particular situation, you have the water. Your first ubenya flood, and there been a scene. No.
Yeah.
But we live in a situation, and so to 30 minutes, our cry, there will be flood.
Yeah.
And so to more than 1 hour, there will be flood. And as for these are the circumstances you bet me prevent it by cleaning our gutters, by also making sure say people do not build at areas they are not supposed to build. Last time I cancer John issues and then as for about Ramsar site, how I have bequeathed to family members, you have to tell my mom for then as for come on for fees away your politics. But that is the reality. Okay, Ramsar site, poor person here in the land or a year sick for those who are able to buy and big politicians and as for bet me, I've had their way through the system. And on magic places, places are that conserve for a particular purpose. And nature is a priority. I am making sure say you conserve your land. And then as for in terms of emergency, if we needed to do something, and now you're turning the place into a residential area. There is nothing to write home about that particular place. So I think we need to do this in a very radical fashion, by making sure say obi our building where they are not supposed to build, you pull down the building. Obia osi dying abra oni ho kwan, whoever gave them the license to do that, you find the persons and you prosecute them. Over the years, when things like this, and I'm saying emotional, reactionary people, that is where a man for a Kyei, yenkobu a man for daingu. And within 1 month, we ye the gigi because kubu a man for daingu. After the 1 month, people will start building at the same place because there is no policy backing it. It's just an emotional reaction because you go through pain. And I just bulldoze and chrome. There is no plan. Who say pulling this building down. What is the way forward? How do we make sure that people don't go back to that particular place? Because there are places that 1 month after, a man for CNCC are dying hobby. What I say. So we need to be very deliberate in our effort. Very intentional. Now, you can say this is a cancer IT deep into our society, and it is because of Menewo and a decade-old policy failure on the part of successive government. A bambia wababia failure in this particular regard. And yet, but you got tema assembly na say obi na mo obi license so sit down abra any so sit down. Don't just go and pull down the building. Make sure you find that person who issued the permit, you prosecute him for people to know, say, as soon as he was assembly way, or ma obi, your friend saying, a license and not permit on kosi down, ya jelly just to send a message. Until we begin to communicate in this radical fashion, nipa na yabuni da na gunkwana, yakobuni da yagu without compensation. Another day, people will be motivated to issue some of these things. Assemblies, what Nema or go around when even people are building at places they are not supposed to. They write your friend says stop building
work.
And then build musi dine and stop working. You go never answer was here. So a child said corona and married now and I met Debbie Mekasa same way. I don't believe in a system where citizens are allowed to build anywhere, any type of building.
They want.
No serious country does so. Even in the most advanced country, Ghana for Mutu Kwanko US, now all that you can do is to buy a building. And now say Dino obiasi and akwaji to pay mortgage in as for them. You cannot be allow people to be building indiscriminately just like that. And then I'm saying, you know, and no crack can who na a fuel corruption in our politics because obia per se obia sika kosi dan and abibini and I'm saying nimian santino obi the only way obetima catch nimian say o chain no the kind of building a wasi enti wasi building the person Mrs. Sia switch what there na me kire say me chain wo because we are sick enti a team and they communicate. But if you go elsewhere where billionaires are allowed to build, you know, they go to a certain outskirt and you go buy the land, you build on your own, but you are away from the major baby Manforte because that city is planned. If you go to Barcelona, for instance, who difference between a house and a house? It's all the same. Because you design it just to make sure that all that you need to do is to own an apartment. You have no right to go say the assembly will not allow you because the planning everything about the city, you know, is in the hands of the state, and the state needs to build on its owner. They engage private developers whom they can exert overwhelming influence over them to tell them what to do, where to build, what not to do, what to provide and what not to provide. By Tikroma, kwa kukosi abrosan eta so 10 na ama kosi adantia won nchan na obi abesi atakwa medan kwa kusu na wuja na dan ne babi nyi babi da na wato blog asi dan ne bia okonungwa na asefo no ma yesi dan no yetimi asisi bi tata ho na ya block kwan nyina krono assembly abaye useless and so be anim. So ebasaya we can do the NDC MPP politics and for, but in terms of policy wise, and what we say, what is the national policy when it comes to some of these things? And I think we need to think outside the box, be very radical, be very frontal, and be dealing with some of these things. People are building at night. Now no me people are building at night. People are building. Baby, I conserve one for tugu and they are building. Now, if said there and there, assembly ukroma, obia ukroma, nobody and they are interested in some of these things. And now balance citizens no kasape. They are fast soldier for me, near for police for me, near Kujana de bulldozer. I see a Buddha and Gun as a form. Oh, here in a Buddha and to a Gunu, there wouldn't be a can and then as for compensation, nothing. What I say? So, you see, some of these things, you know, until say we are able to tell ourselves that the economy and you've been a failure. Now, can home make a home, a buy can home policy in terms of can because I multiplicity of factors and are coming together to give us what we see. The shit show we see when it rains is our own making, it's our own creation, it's our own design, and we will continue to suffer if we reduce this whole. Among for those baby boats, ni be a good so at the year. Your friend is saying holiday celebrations, and the assembly will make money. But see, there, okwa ball and amount for to gum. Yes. Yes. And so now, any end baby, I go through a large baby, and I could go baby. You see, we need to be very deliberate, making sure, say, all the drains in our car, and also, no, we must begin to fix the amount of money is gone. Nobody fix anything in this country. Sikana ba na ya chadi. Sicilia da pa penso sanitation sika bedi no honi nyina aberwa odo ya friend saying una mo sisters no way no pack dollars one them but sin there they could not tell us the source of that particular money. You have your colleague journalist on TV talking nonsense saying na na wu ye na man for born inside but sin there that particular money obi anim ba bia ye ni nyina sanitation money. I be sin there sa sanitation sika World Bank de buy na asefo no nyina gates na ye ne ya fa enti wo obi a wo ye badwema ye nyansani na ende ensuo de nkora ekọ ensuo de amanfo ajapade ekọ na sika ye de ba ye se ye mfa nye sa ajapade na watena so a cars na amanfo totogu omo dem hu kwan am so fa so ye de cars ekọ e bi obi do na wa yi cars ni mienu na da kwahye nsuo mu ye na sefo no wo betimi adi akire so kwa kwaje wade so yeah I think say this is the time I nyina nka say ya pause. Going forward, you know, we are going to do things differently. Now, June 15th, yeah, but June 10th,
June 10th.
2015. How many years? 11 years in here. I told people, say, we will return to this day, and we are here once again. Every blessed day, we come back to this same sport. TV discussion, a do say na who expect a hold on. I'm going for certificate. You have a bag in Papa home, but TV. So I've heard on much some more ideas. Yeah, you know, you're fairly, you know, and I say. Because on my this a problem, but and son who expect an answer for there, so mine in your mind.
Yeah.
And here we are once again. So, you know, young person, admit to say, you're failure as people,
sure.
Irrespective of where you stand across the political divide, the NDC, MPP, CPP, whoever, you know, you're failure. But going forward, you know, the path we chart today, going forward, you know, will define the future for us as people. Sabaya, sa near my way, menka say, you bet me, ya bra, Accra, flooded. We are dying, the topography in us a forum, but at least. That are just a so to do a certain degree and son of who say a flood. But in so to 30 minutes and 20 minutes na enquire school children innocent people a avoidable death but a no be away and to say the sika fire sanitation aberwana sa what say sika ko gu dem na enquire ewu abayo a wanya sika and rent Accra a man for charges on my bottom because there is no regulation. Obia that's what I made the medayama 4,000, medayin 5,000, or anybody just quote any price. Now, man for cohin side dying way we na dear and check none of them near money and so the court. So I buy you one was this what did 25 years or 30 years or what homework there, what you may be no. And so toy we're coming back to zero. You need to start all over again. And we live in a country that when it happens like this, nobody gives a damn about anybody. They're not body my wire more. They're not body my wire. Your friend is mattress. Nana crammet is almost more champa. Nampano Mudukusi light post and Dana Mudukusi if another. And I'm going to see crime. You see our priorities because I said the pandemic champa, Sabaya, you know, those kind of
mattress nemo.
We need to come out with a policy frame afterwards, you know, what are we going to do? Nipano Moya affected in the long term, the next 1 year, of even employment opportunities. You see, these are some of the things that we need to design. If you go back to June 3rd, 2015, now, is this one of the TV stations where I'm ranting a big interview, Obi share man yam nyina share.
Yeah, I think I cry FM kwako
yes. And then the guy was telling us that since that particular thing happened, nobody elsewhere you will be on the payroll or the state will take care of you forever. There are man from where you mama a buying our mokonya accident elsewhere. A buying will make sure that forever and never win your juma. These are guys that was share man and not inside say. But Obia, but I saw that kiosum. Now my way more damn. Obia disaster only mhoshe. Wakwama a jazz cinnamon and sakwa. Obia minaya den the skylot and as for Obia nim say the state is not following. The state is not taking care of. The state doesn't give a damn about any. So yeah, this is not time to be blaming a man for and as a but we are all part of the problem. Now no me who said Abra president take area view of Accra just to have a better appreciation and as for subsequently no or can say 300 million Ghana cedi to be allocated for this. I hope that money will actually go into for the work to be done.
So releasing
yes, and they need to follow, make sure that every cedi is accounted for. Then as a forum, I am making sure that this time round, you know, we will do it. And as a forum, me who minority immediately or more press conference. Ever catch a man for say committee in the say you see these people nipa thought I'm winning quachiri because near ma 1 year can who be a yegina high nay because you see the party sikano went to me in press conference and can't and say fasa sikano and ever toss says sikano guni damuno and then as a forum no you were the very people defending those things and problem about no be who they need to release 300 million Ghana cedis. Say in the interim, no young farm fix the problem. Then I say for no you do a press conference and say what? If you need power credibility, you just shut up and watch. You don't do press conference because 8 years you were in power. Money came $200 million, $300 million, 150 grand. Sikani went down the drain. Nobody accounted for a 10. And the problem no question and double besin there because if those problems were fixed, maybe we wouldn't be here today. What I say. So I think, sir, it's a good start. But we need to make sure the money actually, because you see, we've gotten to a point that whenever a particular money is dedicated to fixing drains and sanitation, Ghana for near that so that is why you see the next reaction. Because over the years, Nasike Asuchen we cry kwa mama for di.
Now madi.
The dollar cry na mama for di now city. What I said no.
Yeah.
So among the citizenry, the trust is not there. So I think we need to change that trajectory. We need to change the narrative. The young country among for say this is a priority. These are some of the things, but me some of these things until we begin to fix the drains, until we begin to fix. According, I think President Kufuor did some Alajo.
Yeah.
That is the intensive work we need to do.
Yeah.
That is the intensive thing that we need. Beyond that, anything we do, Biana will just be cosmetic. It will not fix a thing. You understand? Because the bottom line is that the gutters are choked. The gutters are small. Gutters, you open gutters.
Yeah.
And to ensure, this and gutters, even ya cover so crana, and can so be or her intimate pie. It will force and manage its way to wherever it want to go. But gutters, open gutters. Now, open gutters, so, make us say, near my see a tragedy, and a design, and happen because you open drains at the center of Accra Circle. Open drains at the center of wherever. Now, so near ma, a moon come with them, and as a moon go with them, it will definitely spill over. Look at distance. And then you open gutters. And a yama, and you with you never come. So we must begin to, redesign. Now you're coming out of strategy. Now enquire say a reactionary keke a bar man for a casanti. No. We need to come out with interventions, long-term interventions. Interventions are to me are dealing with the problem. Now tell this negative way now man for failing. Now making sure say over the years, you failure, but say there is the need for us to redesign Accra. The last time I catch you, most of the Accra has to go a very radical renovation. Most of the buildings are crazy booming in to go. Now you're making sure that you experimented this high-rise building elsewhere. Sebaya sitting there here chokuno. We can redesign Accra to accommodate everybody, even in Ghana. It's just a matter of how you go about it, and then I say for no. So it is not because Accra is choked. Because Accra is poorly planned. Obia sit down baby ope, obia the ope. It is not the case of Accra is choked. It is a situation that Accra is poorly planned, and the poor plan ya want to know is poorly implemented, and it's the consequences in that yehuni nasifo ayekoi. So I think that talking na Dawson. Talking na Dawson. And we tin sem bebre. Remember the say concrete action must begin now. We need to start. And I'm for no so more dear sanitation sikano or more boy sanitation sikagu. Your friends adukum de cautious or more them no. Those cases we need to revisit them. Because Obian so didn't be Kobia Sicilia Bana dream. And so do qua now me who say man fire videos. Our boss is in the party in as a forum. Because a certain huge sums of money were dedicated for fixing these things. But kwabranet transudi sikane yamfa nko bia nobody could account. And parliament so I'm saying no over the years ono ankasa hu ne ho mfa so ntino one of their own they could not even hold people to account for some of these things.
Very true.
Eto as a white elephant and kasahunu na chinjehunu mfa so ni so kasahunu and am for the parliament. I think say am I where they are problem and it will require leadership utimi ya den. We are very pragmatic. And now what can say, you want to leave a legacy, and in doing that legacy, you are leaving no stone unturned. You go all the way out, irrespective of what you will be back. You fix the problems once and for all. And the radical way, is the only way. I'm looking forward to see policy interventions because hey, going forward, no individual can step outside me sit down. But that is what we do. And you see real estate for wine Okotasa, and they just build. Yes, and now so to almost all the estate are flooded. All that
yes, Umpobia Koto Assassin.
Yes, no, almost estate. Almost estate.
Dear woman, you're very well. Obi Afro.
Estate no musino, on kwana obi and omusi, and you know they don't go through any proper EP ni hand the womb, assembly ni hand the womb, whenever near CSC ho. And across our topography now. That are who's a cry, you say. I
say, a free abri. Aha. So, a day bano. And to what Hannah dear, we are dying, but tell you. And to win him in so much, and our baby, the other back on chain, where I just said, exactly. Go real estate for no quack who been a supper. And to Mokwana, where they need to fall number fail it. When they fail, they are tilted water not towards or here now, or no. So some of these construction that cost no can be and amount for dying. Or no kwan ba bia as an consume no natural flow no. Wako peja ho and what see estate or and what dying so no water will always find it when so no tar automatically it will come to your house. What I say. So me dey say we should not allow people to build on their own. Either the state will partner private way. Come out with a design, how what has to be built at what any point in time. Now you follow. Now if you allow Kwabranese will be in Sinidanya, Sinidanya. Produce a person sit there so chan what there. Or being so see you so person sit there so no that's all na for Juma. And I'm saying Nimyan Santino. That is the competition we are interested in Ghana. Sure.
And it's Suntino, baby obit minim baby obi tete chada no bi no. And then that's what when skills are then and what turning into a brosign I said in one and I was pillars. Oh yes. Yes. Was pillars and I also have brosign to us so there be any picture when the person a guso I coso.
That will be una na judagu na ni pewu.
Na yanti ya na obi kosi abrosign fia bia na nsa me hu se na ma e trend on social media.
That ba ko so crazy. School junction.
Yes.
Oh, ko botwe kwa
na so. And no afia.
Me say abronsa yesi wesi. There was full force to say yenko bu. I think another time no cry na sa ansem ne bae. Ye we mo ne say me say nipa bi o ye connected to. Be nipa bi o say na ne dia na.
Besuwa be.
Ti ade no anye ne say Ivan.
Ebebu okunipa. Yes. Nti sa na yete ye oman a ye nya serious. E na meka no. Oman we wa hu. Ye mfa.
No dey see him po no. La honom no. Sa person dey am so years so.
Me say oman nyo oman a ye de me nyame ba na yo. Nipa no mo wom na nim nyansa nti sa o kire mo so wo nim nyansa.
Almost authentic, and for that matter, accept it as an
yeah. Obia, the salary is 7,000 only to meet our estate, and then as a forum. Yeah, so that is the reality. So I think, sir, it's good. President Mahama has gotten a better appreciation of the situation, and I hope, sir, first intervention and allocation of this particular money, but the next intervention, no, should be very radical, should be very robust, should be very comprehensive. Now you're making sure, say, just like your friends say electricity. Now your generation problem or cars over fixing now or fix it, you know. This time around, you know, the challenge facing everybody here, this particular way, I expect him to fix it once and for all. So when you now ultimately fix this rain problem, flood situation where Accra, it will be a legacy that will live in his name forever. And I think that will be enough.
All right. Yansha Bawumia de your car just a minute na fe yanko security issue no eso. Do you side with former vice president Bawumia? Say yen declare state of emergency.
State of emergency for them. State of emergency for them. Who here? State of emergency for them. And so now we are only dealing with the aftermath and as a forum. And I'm not sure say you declare state of emergency when the crisis is in play. Because so no to any drain when the problem is persistent, is current. That is why you declare state of emergency. Now here is the case that we are dealing with the aftermath of the disaster. You don't need to declare state of emergency for the end. Go back from 2017 to 2025. The amount of money the World Bank released for this particular way, a more grant and other your friends are bodies are amudi sikabra. Now be sound say as a vice president, will be no play making sure that that particular money actually one yet now fena problem about what did you mean abegina your friends so way. I think we need to get serious, yeah. And Dr. Bawumia in 2016, he was Obia your friends at very slim. And then as for now, no, we are saying he will be in the do. Yeah, black man, no. Your friends, and even if you cannot fix your belly, can you fix a nation?
If you cannot do it,
if you cannot fix your belly, can you fix a country? Yeah, I very very important though. Ghana had say we know we Sikana as Obama be the American president or Kwasa Delta not here. But Africa mindset into and he was a nice guy. Now me who in the video be by us or we are deal say oh did popcorn being as for and look at him. So we even taking care of ourselves is a problem. Taking care of ourselves because Bawumia I know was a very nice slim guy. Or go about very sharp, all of a sudden belly bloated because sikaba. And if you cannot manage yourself, just fix yourself. As your body you cannot fix, can you fix a country? You see, these are things people take for granted. Look at America, the president every day they are in a gym, trying to work on their body. George Bush by said here, of course, I not here. Now we to Ghana, Benyasika, China. But Kwabraninya Sika, no be dear, we are no nibida. Every day you brunya. You nim answer as people. What one I my slim media almost say. But being slim is priceless in this world though. You need to manage yourself.
Yeah.
But Kwabraninya way all of a sudden, I don't know their name is different. We said there are people who are naturally that is their size, and I know you can't blame them. But this is somebody you could see clearly so no beer or your way. But all of a sudden, Sikaba, uhuna na fune dikan. Uhuna, the only thing that comes to mind is food. It's not nice. And if you cannot fix yourself, you cannot manage your belly. Yeah, you cannot fix a country. This is a simple ABCD. If you cannot fix your belly, you cannot fix a nation. And leadership, some of these things are also part of it. So I think his handlers need to take him to a gym. That's how the only name swim no fan a gym. Not on working on his body. Now flow no go back to because so I am far away the president. Oh no. It's really bad. It's really bad. We see, but these are things we take for granted.
Sure.
These are things. You see, Enra, so walk up now, because I don't know whether what ball. Yes, you like football. African teams, you know what is happening on the ball na Ashe. It through 80th minute.
No, my brother.
Enra Senegal 87th minute. Good. No, and a mindset. We lack the fortitude. We lack perseverance. That is what black people are. That is who we are. So the fortitude, the mental strength to stand to the end. And all bono do 80th minute. Not dream. Oh yeah, we.
But on the 3 minutes.
Yes. But you see, Nanka, your natural resources. There be a catch us in Yansa because that is what Sunday man see what food park and it's not a man for a surprise. It's the same thing. Nyansa no her brain no her mental strength. You know you want the talent or everything, but Nyansa can't. Because how can you lead a team? Start here. That is why the natural strength comes to it. It means that we the blacks are far ahead of them in terms of everything. So that natural strength, we will overcome them. But it could do 90th, 85th minute honor. Psychologically, we are done because you're now brought for number, then team you show more. Then that is the psychological weakness. Never by no take advantage, then they will eliminate us. Nanka, how do you explain? Senegal share 5 minutes in a pound.
No, I'm to be 3 minutes.
Now, more dama.
Go to 2.
More dama.
Extra time, I show last minute.
More dama. Obat and Hama 8 minutes. Obi better take cannas for them.
Ready, I'll go for the England.
They say, Andra, yesterday I told somebody, say, on better canna show, and I say, you're planning. I say you're planning. Then you know your mental fortitude. You understand? So these are things people should not take for granted. You should be able to fix yourself because you see this time and age, a lot of things play out. But we a leader now, you cannot fix yourself, work on yourself. Or you think you can work a whole nation, you cannot. These things, I was psychological implementation as a psychological impact as well. But you have no And I'm saying, young meaning some of these things we overlook it. But me, I will not overlook some of these things. Because as I make a obi observe. The Bawumia go back to 2017 and look at him. Yes, oh, you know, but at this age, yes, way and it means that you are not taking good care of yourself. And if you cannot fix your belly, can you fix a country? These are questions we should be asking. So I think that time na kana or the name so mu koba bisa man phone say munu ni na se for no problem no can hu bi e na ye gina say cause sila na pasika no ene na se for the get the fix gutters na e bia nka ye nuru ha. Yes, every government is responsible. Obia can hu bi there, but there current ayamoa. There current ayamoa. And the amount of money we got purposely for this, because President Mahama pencil 2015 and this June 3rd way so the global community knew who said a problem, so they started mobilizing fund for us. By the time a scanner shot says now so from that time, even though it be by the time there, but the Akasiana by 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2024, 2020 way. By a big money grant, a be a free, a program is a GMA, GIDA, a lot of money. Yes, those monies came. Now, besides saying this, $150
million, $400 million. It's Canada also. Even 2024 by me.
Yes, this is Canada. Vice President, dear now, where's a young fanya? Drains, you know, you fix it, you build the drains. And then I know, me ko be President Kufuor din say Alajo Kufuor fix drains. And it's true because he built big drains. Aside that, can we speak of anything when it comes to big intervention dealing with some of these things? It's not about the sikaba na ya koba. No. Apart from aside the say about fixing drains, you know, this problem can never be solved. So any money that is given, that is not aimed at building drains, you know, cause 90 work. We must begin to, because the water must find a way. So either we begin to cover the open drains. Now, maybe we are still doing. I wonder why we still do open drains this time. Maybe we are still doing. And why, and so 2 or 2 quota in your not the call. Not the call. Go ye. And can ban a sentence so talk, let me 2 kind the call. No bridge, and now you want to take political advantage of this and say what? And American Ghana for you do webinar citizens in Hunyansa. A lot of people standing on the political stage, you see them as comedians, and nobody will take them serious. Assemble can be about I. Because 8 years in power, you didn't do nothing about the situation. And now you want to take advantage and do politics with it? No. I think we need to get serious. Yeah, this is the timer. The onus are resting on President Mahama. Yeah. People are looking up to him. I'm urging him to fix this thing once and for all. So that next year, we don't come back here and have the same... Because last year, we had this conversation. Last 2 years, and I told you, sir, we are going to have it repeat. Yes. Yes. It's been 3 years. Every day we are recurring. So what is the point discussing? Me, I'm even fed up talking about this drain. Yes.
Now you captain Jina you circle.
Exactly. Yes. Yes. And next year we'll be talking about rough. Nipa woni miansa ni hu rough ade obetimi aye no ye va ne sanchira ne yesu kura mfa no ho nipa woni miansa. Oh God. But how do you go say nso di nantwi ekọ odi fra chiri ebeduru so awo so wo toma kwa koyi no na wakọ akoton ana akọ e dedan obi to nso makoyi toilet roll obi yi biscuit
o si milo tofe.
Yes, chewing gum na say just imagine say wo slip na wo toma another disaster. So I think and I'm on mine maybe another prayers na every day na heal because Africa problem nyina ya adwemu ya de Africa problem nyina ya adwemu ya de and nyina greed me na me chen wo me better than you me say saa ne ma no na agege ya adwen yentimi nya hwe Brony betimi atrans ya adwen we are because when it comes to the genetic makeup we the blacks yankopon boy special we are that is why we advanced over abroad in every sphere America too ball pop music rap if basketball every baby about football a blacks I can be paying as for them baby I dominate but when it comes to the black population and kasi nyina ya kan ya hobom se ye bibia ye da Africa baby a black bia wona hwe ya brabo ba ye na ye wo wiase japade nyina we no anya papa
mentality
yes because and always we can find people to blame the last time I catch it na yet say oh abrofo anya de no beto slave trade o mko hwan na ton mo de ma wona na ton obi de ne gi abua na ono ma no waton nipa de gi ahwehwe wona na ton wo ne wo fase de je glass na wo na obi ton wo fase de na je glass na obi o ton wo hwan na boni woni tim wona na ton no do ade gen na wa nom no da ha no ayeta ha wa ton no fase yonko because na so ya den o yakra boni nti broni na ono ton no eno wa boni wo tim a wo ton wo fase de na je gen ana wo de na je ahwehwe no hwan na boni woni tim. And but very often we push the blames away. Oh yeah, they when people are talking about slave trade, they take the African element, the role we played. Say, among for kokontokwa. Na ya chini pa ya say omo ya prisoners of booty. Na ya chichiro omo de ya na ya de ade bobo mu komo nya abrofo na de bobo mu komo. Ya na ya de nema toto omo nsa na de koma abrofo no. All that abrofo will do is to cage them our fort. Then they will put them on a ship. No omo do omo enti nipa kuko no much because broni anko sampa ankoche e fancy slave broni anko kumasi ankoche slave aye sampa fo ne kumasi fo ne ye fancy baabi a omo we bia omo an omo che omo na omo do makwan abrofo ne yaton enti ya kan ho bi ya boni wo yetim but anam denti ayenye ni say ye can story na ye ho oh ye dey nya hwi o blame ye ho you are not part of the story no but my catch is a life no answer na bit me ye wo wiase no you need to take responsibility first and my catch is omo amonam before ye me won so bia ye da because the very moment you are able to blame say before na ye won na bi na ye no you are done psychologically no you will not be forced to do anything because after me ya before be ye me but those who are able to break that barrier and chains no, they make it in life, they succeed. But what they open prayer campus na kabia kobowaku because we nimnyansa and when you want to about taking responsibility or from prayer company man oil no the be slasra na ho no kwaha sa na de unkwase wu. But if we begin to take responsibility say hey ade we see what is my part me role ni saying you accept it you move away from it you see the path will be clear for you. Life no yankopon boy in such a way say there is nothing that nobody okasa would be see what this will achieve or won't achieve.
All right, another comments on there some munya botren fama me why na another webudu where's the celestial amwa but odini metwa de also did he forget that now MPP has been most hated party ever in history of politics if that's the true. Okay. UGCC time na. And Abuaji kwesi was is through the order it's at noon by 7 p.m. Na pizza no ababedru. Okay, obi na say omo order pizza from UK. And Abuaji say ampa na omo order no 7 p.m. nti omo order no area. Tebedru anwumre no na free UK aba.
And inferiority complex in Jimia. Pizza, yeah, order food by because they do these things just to tell you that when they are in your pill, you see the whole mind. Is it when people begin to do these things? Nina, a psychological way. I would say, we don't analyze things.
Sure.
If you are able to analyze human behavior, you understand some of this. And people who do this, they lack at the effort self-confidence.
Okay.
They don't believe in themselves. I need to put, so for instance, Marcia Bontin says here, or iPhone 17. Except me show my mom for whom, because until people see the iPhone 17, they will attach certain importance to me. But I'm a drop it phone number, who will be a woman. So what are some Americans? But Nipa doesn't should be able to, even if you are naked, when people see you, There was a time I was walking on the roadside, na papa be at a jabba, Brian, you not for them. And I'll stop you or kind of finish say, come. Hey, Ivan, or Chanu didn't come. When I'm from, we say, but who? Or not in a way, you not for no more. You don't need to show anything to add value to yourself. You know what I say. So some of these things, mindset problem, we need to move away from it.
Sikampede, they will see a new law should be enacted to wipe out Akufo-Addo and all of Oriata names and ban them from coming close to any governmental position forever. Dixon Kara, or say good morning, sister. Please ask Akufo-Addo and Bawumia what they do with the $1.44 billion they collected to spill Odona. Okay, I need to say our chiefs too, they are part. The general, or see as we speak, the newly built up areas, tiny and open drain, still is being constructed. Okay, you are talking about the open drains now. I have an account. Mark Ochoa say, why don't you test the... okay, you are talking to Kyei. Kyei is gone. Eric Baden was, we will look on and a year by this time, we will all come back here and lament about the same problem. Ghana. Ebenezer Malto, NPP government spent $1 billion on the drainage system and Cecilia Abnada Park constructed Odona under her bed. But NDC no what the who account. They said, already this baby no
that woman should be prosecuted in court. I don't know what the hell people are doing about it. That woman should be behind bars
by now. Tracy Mensah said the politicians are not thinking. The system is broken into pieces and nobody is ready to fix it. Until we clear both NPP and DC out from the system, we will continue to suffer till thy kingdom come. I keep telling Ghana because they don't know how to govern. NPP and DC, they do not know how to govern at all. For 5 minutes, enka say CDS I'm here to say I say Sahel for no sa Boko Haram ne sa nkofo na omo security threats no aso ma find no omo ways I say omo ne nam West Africa and hono ma omo find no omo means omo betimi abawura mu Ghana na ohwa o say ehu pa was o mine no ye fan is serious because ya fan agro omo to baby they will not come close, but looking at how they are operating is dangerous for our security.
Yes, I think it's true. He's right, because violent extremism started in a pocket way in some countries. But in recent times, I swerve over because it's a network that is properly financed. Deep pockets are behind them because the whole thing stems from a certain ideological orientation. A very, your friend is saying, some fundamentalist ideas. And I'm for some are religious, some are political, and the religious in the Yehuno. Because these are sick minds who hide behind religion and execute some of these barbaric horror on people. And they do so with like no remorse, with impunity, and with a timordia sabi who define ye. In Nigeria, I think that is a classic case. We've been to me a village. They are catching say, "Obasum, we are Christian and now we converted to Muslim," and they can kill the whole village. Nanka religion by force. When I also Obasum Kramo, and I'm a Christian. And these people are not genuine Kramofo. These are sick minds who hide behind faith and religion to do some of this nonsense. And it's true. As I'm now kind of, and you see now, they are displaced. They don't have a particular place. Sahel region, they've taken over and they are sweeping. When it started in Burkina Faso, Burkina wasn't a place. But gradually, I'm also teoka so I'm fire. Now drew Burkina Faso. And the violent extremism, and you see there is no central hold in the country. Coup d'etat. And akwanetis or not to no for life. So there is no central hold. And it's such a crack country, it's very easy for them to sneak in. And Burkina is close to Ghana. And the reasons are giving rise to some of these things, may be present in Ghana. You understand? So I think in terms of security wise, just like the CDS said, it is right, say Ghana. No, we must begin now and build that your friend saying all the necessary strategies, plans, and interventions a bit me amaya order this particular off.
Yeah.
And anywhere the regional bloc no so bit me abua in dealing with some of these things. Quite recently in Nigeria, they partnered with America and they were dealing with Boko Haram. And the ECOWAS groups never had now.
Exactly.
The ECOWAS, I can't say a brigade of Nkokrafo Omukono Munro party as no more besin coffee obia ni onumindro ni we na niso e hatu onumbi oye. Policy ben bit me aye. ECOWAS abaya white elephant, nothing better comes out of it. You understand? So I think we need to be very proactive.
Sure.
Now yet had a beer and I say to there just a white sorry cassette or muya na ba intervene maya.
Yeah.
Not just that there's a problem. We are talking about African being free from the clutches of the imperialism.
Yeah.
Ya can brofuna to taraso to say a money steal. But to there is nothing to show. Yes, breaking away from the clutches of imperialism. Africa is self-sufficient, independent. But when it comes to the actual work, ECOWAS, AU cannot mobilize forces to be dealing with some of them. Now, even the countries now even not ready. Because some of them are breaking away. Quite recently, Niger, Mali, ECOWAS. The Omunina say they don't take it serious because the body has proven sufficiently so no one serious.
Yeah.
And how do you expect these people? And even if they break away, what is so we need to take this thing serious as a country. I think and unfortunately for Ghana, their money here risking say okay border no so aboko. A man force ombeku omo ho and omugusu no muku omo ho. Yeah, the situation at Boko is very volatile. And these people, the only way they can connect to a nation when a violence like this, they take part. They start by supplying you with ammunitions. They start by training people. They take you to the camp. And then the indoctrination, they make sure you take the drastic measure. Because Burkina Faso, then say they see where Ghana for cotton tomatoes. It's a classic case. These people are people who they trade or more tribal without mercy.
Yeah.
Who are paying for because these are crazy, demented fundamentalists. Say whatever they are doing is rationalized within a religious context. Oku obeko heaven. That is the stupid mindset they have. Oku onwene ho because how they are indoctrinating.
Yeah.
We need to make sure. Ghana had unfortunately but over the years, man for through hono and saying electoral cycle to the extent the whole constituency like Shah electoral commission some more to about. So just imagine, say the people there for me arms said they will rebel against the state. And give it to me, and Oko Zambia, Oko your friends countries you are more queer. Me catch them for they were once peaceful. Are you aware that some of the rebels are professors?
Yes.
Some are doctors.
Yes.
Some were once bank managers. Some were pastors or more preachy, but a ne or more timurum area hane. Catch them some way rebels. They are fighting the system. They are the man by because they felt say. The system no money and there is no way they can fight the system. So they need to go the guerrilla way. So warfare, they find guerrilla warfare, asymmetric warfare. On social media, a man for go about showing flags, a bit more way, a bit na mechao, and I'm a bajao. Sansem hununo. We must begin to cut this nonsense and make sure say we are one nation united by one star.
Yeah.
And our priority, everything is about fixing the country and making this country a better place for generations yet to come. And the children. Sayana, the children coming deserve better as a country. And Penimforce to use their influence to make sure that we chart a good path. Now you just tribal nonsense that is taking.
I'm not PENDREAM TV. Now, so far so good. Say open online portal e Ghana. Nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV.